today in an easy seated position. So go ahead and find a seat with your legs crossed in front of you. It doesn't matter which one goes in front, but go ahead and cross in the middle of the shins, and then just let your legs naturally fall down. If you need to bring your hip bones up to make the seat a little bit more comfortable for you, go ahead and grab a blanket or a block, and they will also help you throughout the class for a couple of other poses as well. But go ahead and place your hands on your thighs, palms face down to start. Roll those shoulders up and down your back. Sit up nice and tall all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Yes, Buddy is pacing this morning. I do apologize. He'll settle down here in a moment. And just start noticing your breath. Where are you breathing from? Maybe you want to adjust in your seat a little bit. Sit up a little bit more straight. Chin parallel to the ground. Crown of the head towards the sky. Go ahead and seal your lips. And on your next inhale, let's take a deep, deep breath down into the belly. Expanding the rib cage, allowing the chest to lift, the belly to rise. And on the exhale, open the mouth and out your breath. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, deep belly breath. And release. And let's do one more big, deep, deep belly breath. And release. Good. Let's take our shoulders and we're going to inhale and we're going to bring the shoulders to the ears, tighten everything up, and then release, let it go. And let's do that again. Inhale, bring everything up, and release. And one more, and release. Very good. All right, we're going to start this morning on our back on our mat. So go ahead and take a position lying down, and we're going to bring the knees into the chest this morning. And I'll give you two options for this one. You can go full supine twist if you'd like. So go ahead and extend the right leg out, and then we're going to move that left leg across the body, and then the arms are going to come out to a T here. You can be here, or if you would like, just take both knees over to the side. It's a little bit more gentle. Just keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat. Arms come to a T or a cactus. And then maybe you want to take your gaze over to your left hand. And go ahead and come back to the top. Readjust the spine by bringing the knees into the chest. And this time we're going to send our left leg out long. Tuck that right leg into the spine. And send the knee across the body. Whatever you did on the last side, go ahead and do on this side. We'll keep it balanced today. Both shoulder blades stay on the mat here. Maybe you want to take your gaze over to your right hand. Slowly bring your head back to center and bring your knees back to the center. And we'll just take a couple of gentle rocks on our back right here. Just a few moments. Maybe you want to send your knees out wide and bring them back in. Starting some organic movement side to side, opening up the hips, opening up the hamstrings. Maybe you want to send the legs all the way up for straight legs or legs up the wall, even though we're not at the wall. And bring it back down and go ahead and hug those knees in and kind of rock yourself back and forth until you have enough momentum to come up to a seat. And this time we're going to send our legs wide out to the side. As wide as you feel comfortable going here. And you can either point your toes or you can flex your toes. Just keep those legs active. We're going to inhale, arms are going to come up. And exhale, reach forward with your hands in between your legs. And just go for however far it feels good for you to go. We'll also do this stretch at the end of class today to see if there's any changes in our body after we go through some of the motions. And maybe you inhale, you lengthen in your spine. And you exhale and you try to bring it down a little bit more. And slowly come back to the top. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So cross your legs and then roll over. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can curl the toes or you can flatten the toes. Yogi's choice here today. And we're going to inhale and we're going to look up towards the mat. Drop the belly towards the mat. We're going to look up towards the sky. And then exhale, roll the opposite direction, sending the shoulder blades up to the air, taking your gaze in between your thighs. Inhale. Just find that organic movement that feels good for your body this morning. Remember, throughout all the poses that we do, always, always, always listen to your body. If it's telling you something doesn't feel right, you're feeling any sharp pains, back out of whatever we're in. You can go into a child's pose. You can go into a down dog. And then when you're ready, just get right back with us. All right, go ahead and on your next inhale, go ahead and come to a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to curl the toes if they're not already. And we're going to go into our first down dog. So go ahead and send those hips up into the air. Spread the fingers wide on the mat. Press into the mat with your fingertips. Roll the shoulders down and back. Your knees can be bent if straight legs don't feel good for you yet. Just take your gaze in between your thighs. Let your head go. Let's inhale. We're going to come into a plank. Send that belly button all the way to your spine. If you need to, come down to your knees. Go ahead. And then tuck those elbows into the body and lower down all the way to the mat. Release the curl on your toes. Bring your hands wide to the top of the mat. And then lift the chest for a baby cobra. Inhale and look up. And then exhale. Go ahead and take your forehead to the mat. Go ahead and inhale and come up back to the top. Can you release your hands off the mat this time as you engage your thighs and push into the mat? And release. Send it back down. One more time. Go ahead and inhale. Lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the hands. Exhale. Curl the toes. go back into your down dog. You can get there from a plank or a tabletop, yogi's choice. Let's go ahead and walk our feet all the way to our hands. Allow a bend in your knee as you allow your belly to rest on your thighs. Let your head go. Hands can be on the mat. Maybe you want to take opposite hands to opposite elbows, whatever feels good. Shake your head yes, nod it no. Or shake your head no and nod it yes. Maybe you curl from side to side, start opening up the side body. And go ahead and slowly, ever so slowly, like way too slow, start curling up vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll meet in Tadasana. Stacking one spinal disc on top of the other. And once you're there, bring your big toes to touch. Hands come down by your sides. Roll your shoulders down and back. Engage the core and the quads here. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Exhale, grab your right wrist and then lean over to the left. We're going to make the C shape with our body, sending our right hip out to the side, but maintaining balance in both feet. So if you need to take a wider stance here to maintain that balance, go ahead and do so. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale to the right. Grab that left wrist with the right hand. Make that C shape in between your rib cage and your hips. Inhale, bring it back up. Let's take a slight back bend and look up towards the ceiling. Can you go a little bit farther, sending those hips out in front of you? Hands come to a cactus. Inhale, back up to the top. Exhale, let's swan dive forward, our head being the last thing that comes down. Inhale, nice flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Let's go into a down dog. You can get there by walking or hopping back into your dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, take your baby cobra. Maybe you're ready for a full cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg is going to go up into the air and send it through to the hands. Let's open up for a twist right here. Send that right hand up to the sky. And then go ahead and straighten the leg of your right foot. Plant your left heel down and come all the way up. And let's go straight into revolved triangle here. And then exhale into triangle. So we're going to shift forward before we head down for our triangle. If you want to grab a block, go ahead and grab a block. You're going to be pressing the weight into that big toe of the right foot. And inhale back into revolved triangle. Send the left hand down your left leg. Exhale into warrior two. Bend that right knee, stack it over your right ankle. Your trunk is going to stay aligned with your hips here. And your gaze, turn your head towards your right fingertips. Inhale. Let's take a star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Inhale, star. Warrior two to the front. And let's bring it all the way back down to the mat. Both hands meet the mat. Send that right leg back to meet the left. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes up and in between the hands. Open up for your twist. Go ahead and place that left hand back down, straighten the left leg, plant the right heel, come up for your revolved triangle. And exhale into triangle. So hinge forward at the hips before you head down towards the mat. And inhale, revolved triangle into warrior two. So you're going to bend in that front knee. Take your gaze over your left hands. Inhale, star. Both feet forward. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Inhale, star. Warrior two to the front. All the way down. Hands come to the mat. Left leg goes back to meet the right. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Tuck those elbows in nice and tight. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it one more time. We're going to send the right leg into the air. Come into the hands. Open up for your twist. Exhale. Send the right hand down. Start straightening that leg. Plant the back foot. Come up. Revolved triangle. Into triangle. Exhale. Inhale. Revolved triangle. Into warrior two. Star pose. Both feet forward. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Star pose, both feet forward. Warrior two to the front of the mat. This time we're going to hinge forward one more time. And we're going to come into an extended side angle. So you can either have your forearm come to your thigh, or if you want to go all the way down to the mat, go ahead. Blocks are always a great option here, both in triangle and extended side angle. And go ahead and bring both hands down to the mat. Pop up onto the ball of that left foot. And we're going to start hinging forward for warrior three. So place your weight into that heel of your right foot as you come on up. And your hands are going to come heart center here. If you need your block, go ahead and grab it. And let's open up for a half moon. So your left arm is going to go up towards the sky as you flex the toes of your left foot. Your gaze can go down to the floor, up to your hand. Slowly bring both hands down to the mat. Let's take a standing split, sending that left leg high into the air, your forehead to your knee. Set it back down, coming into warrior one. Bring the hips forward, bend into that right knee, and exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale, bring it back up one more time. And exhale. Let's take one more twist here, runner's lunge. And then come into a side plank. Open all the way up. You can stack your feet, stagger your feet, or you can come down to a knee here. Go ahead and send that right hand back down to the mat and down dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg is going to go up. Left leg through to the mat. Open up for your twist. Go ahead and straighten in that left leg. Plant the right heel. Revolved warrior. Revolved triangle. Reverse triangle. I'll get it right today. Go ahead and come into triangle. Hand reverse triangle. Warrior two. Star pose. Point the toes forward. And warrior two to the back of the mat. Bring it back up. Warrior two to the front of the mat. Let's take our extended side angle. Hand comes down to the mat. Right arm reaches for the sky. From here, both hands come down to the mat, and let's hop into our warrior three, extending the right leg behind us, bringing all of the weight into that left foot. Hands can come heart center. Hips point to down. Hold it here, just a few breaths. Go ahead and place your hand on your block if it's not already, and let's open up into half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Woo. Find one thing, your focal point that's not moving. Go ahead and bring both hands down to the mat. Come into your split, sending that right leg high into the air. Forehead to the left knee. Plant that foot. Come up into a warrior warrior one. Hips forward, left knee bent. And bring it all the way down to the thigh. Inhale all the way back up. And send it back down. Right hand meets the mat. Take one more twist. And let's open into a side plank. Go ahead and bring that hand down. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take it all the way down to the mat. Lowering all the way down. And bring into a seated position on your mat. That was good. Okay, let's send both legs out straight this time. Remember, so we were going to do this at the beginning and end of class. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. A nice wide leg here. Maybe you can already feel the difference. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Exhale, reach forward towards the ground, creeping your fingers just a little bit more forward. Can you go a little bit lower? Do you feel the difference in your legs? Slowly bring it back to the top. Let's take a butterfly, so the soles of our feet are going to come together now. Just let your knees fall naturally to the sides. Inhale. And then on your exhale, start hinging forward at your hip, trying to go forward as far as you can with a nice flat back. And then when you're ready, when you're there with your nice flat back, go ahead and roll all the way in. If you want a deeper stretch on your inner thighs, you're going to bring your feet closer together. If you want a more hip opening stretch, you're going to send your feet out a little bit farther. But honestly, whatever feels good for your body for today, go ahead and take it. Bring it all the way up. We're going to bring the feet together and in towards the body. Just kind of go back and forth. Windshield wiper your legs. And then go ahead and plant your hands. Fingertips are going to point towards the hips. And align the feet with the knees and the knees with the hips. So hip distance apart, and then lift up into a reverse tabletop. And squeeze the glutes together as you push the hips just a little bit higher. And slowly bring it down to the mat. We're going to take it all the way down to our back and close out the class. So go ahead and bring those knees into the chest. And maybe you want to rock from side to side here. We're going to take a happy baby, but if you feel like your body needs something different, go ahead and take whatever stretch it is you need now. If you don't feel like you need anything, you can go straight into that happy baby. So we're going to send the soles of the feet up to the ceiling. Keep the back on the mat. So you're going to grab for your calves, your ankles, the outside of your feet, maybe your big toes. And maybe you want to straighten one leg at a time, out to the sides. And go ahead and bring the knees back together one more time. Wrap your shins around wrap your hands around your shins and bring your forehead to meet your knees and just tell your body thank you for everything you do to me every single day. You can go ahead, allow the legs to come out long on your mat, your hands down by your sides, palms face up, and make any micro adjustments you need to make here. Maybe you want a pillow or a blanket underneath your head or underneath your hips, and take up space. And I'll leave you in Shavasana today. You can stay here as long as you like. For the next few moments, you have nothing to do, nothing to say, nowhere to be. Just be here. As thoughts come in, you can acknowledge and then release. And if you have any questions after class, I will be available. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice today.